quote unquote industry standard, unquote. It'll be fine. Um, I have a couple of shortcuts that I've memorized when I'm drawing. For example, the B is always the brush. The G is the fill tool. The M is the marquee, and if I use G, then I can just fill this with stuff. Marquee, select. There we go. I use a Wacom pen tablet just to scroll around. It has the button on the side of it that uses. Hang on, how do I explain it? All right. So I used to have a different Wacom tablet, but I really like the pen of that a lot. But the Wacom tablet broke, so I have to get a new one. But I'll still use the old one because I really like how the pen feels in my hand. I can probably draw it out a little bit. Alright, so it kind of looks like this. And it has like this little indent on the side with two buttons. Something like that. And I liked that I can use this button as a space bar. Just a spark bar. Oh, right. And if I want to use straight lines, I hold shift. But yeah, sometimes it's that, but I have complete control of it. There you go. I can feel it. I can just do. I mean, I am glad that I've almost mastered Photoshop. So I can just do little goofy things like this really quickly. And it wasn't until I met someone at... Oh yeah, I used this on a different layer. I met someone later that would draw Sonic OCs in very detailed dresses. And I later found out that they are called Lolita dresses. And back then, they looked amazing to me. I was like, man, I wish I could be that person. And instead of drawing like weird stick figures with funny faces, I would draw something like this, and maybe even this, but not this. No! Yeah, it is a weird thing to remember back to how I used to draw and what I can do now. I remember even learning to use the Wacom tablet for the first time, and it was also just learning the pen pressure. You have hard, you have soft, and in the setting above, you can even turn the opacity off, or even vice versa. Yeah, it's such a weird thing to do back. Yes, the true artists are unconventional means to commit art. Oh, wait, so you mean... Alright, let me draw this briefly. Sorry for sidetracking every time. Let's see. So you say you have a tablet, but on top of that you have a piece of paper that you just drawn on with your pen, right? Yes. Oh, I've never thought about that. I mean, there are tablets that has like the weird paper text on top of them to make them feel like you're drawing on paper. And this looks amazing, but I'm not much of a traditional artist anymore. I'm just really used to the drawing the digitally. Cool. I remember the first time I realized I really like drawing, and I was in a bookstore and I found this how to draw anime with tracing paper, and I was like, I can relate to that. I've saw it as well. I remember reading a book about how to draw anime, and I see these like weird spatial guys that you draw with a circle. It's like a person made entirely of circles. I mean, I can't really draw this, but I hope you get what I mean. That's how I started as well. Like I also saw how to draw anime books in a bookstore and was like, oh man, this looks really cool, but that looks really hard to master. If you get a feel for it, then you can start to build confidence, and you can start building confidence, then you can start slowly building your foundation of learning how to draw. Slowly and surely. Yeah. Like a brick house. If that makes any sense to you guys. Yeah. I recommend using references. Like, for example, what I'm doing right now, I'm using a reference on the right side of the screen, and it does something in here as well. But you guys can see, I can. To me, you guys are on top of here, like on my third monitor, and this is just what I see. OBS said all the other stuff is in here, but you guys are just here chatting. References are really important because you can draw anything from imagination, but it wouldn't look as good as when you use references, because if you use references, you can start notice things that you usually wouldn't think of. Yeah, I guess it would have helped if you used references or even knew the concept of foreshortening stuff. Foreshortening basically means if you have a character that points towards the screen, you kind of have like this weird three-dimensional stuff going in the background without even realizing it. Something like that. But the guy who made the artwork from back then, he didn't use foreshortening because that concept didn't exist at the time. So it kind of looks like this, for example, if we're talking 3D space. I mean, I think it's called foreshortening. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm not really the best person to ask about these very advanced concepts of art. You gotta take the first steps. You gotta, even it's like something small as, I don't know, literal stick figures, then at least you make a start. Then you start gaining more confidence and give them more body mass. Coincidentally, that's how I started as well. Then I started learning how to, really off topic at this point. I'm starting to learn how to shade. I'm starting to learn how to make them less like tubes and more like arms. Something so. And in just a really short strokes, it vaguely looks like an arm. But now imagine if this was also on the other side of the body as well, together with some shoulders and the chest area and maybe even the abdominal region. Don't forget where the hips are. Oh, where the underwear is located, and this and that and this and that, and then you just start slowly building up everything that you learned so far up to this level, and then maybe even further than that. It's like going Super Saiyan. You go even further beyond. There are no limits. You just have to take the first few steps, and the first few steps are always a little bit spooky. What the fuck? You're getting worse. Shut up, I'm trying. Honestly, shading is my favorite part, even though it takes the longest. I like the stick guy better. Yeah, the stick guy is the very best. Actually, this reminds me of something else. I forgot what it's called. It's... I don't know, you have characters with shorter limbs but longer legs, or just really big heads and just stocky body. There is a specific word for it that it completely escapes me. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Let's turn that frown upside down. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm drawing for a long time, I just do goofy stuff like this. Even when I'm off attention again. Even when I draw faces, I always just like select them out and just do it like this and giggle like an idiot for, I want to say, 5 to 10 minutes at most, until I start focusing on the task at hand again. I remember seeing a clip of an episode, I'm not sure which series it is, but they basically explain why anime is hot. Why is anime hot? It's just like cartoon characters, yeah, but the thing is, if you draw... if you draw this, you can immediately recognize it because these are just symbols, but you recognize it as a lady, for example. It looks like shit, but what I'm trying to say, anime is nothing but a series of symbols that your mind fills the blanks in. Oh yeah, it's like just something like this. I'm getting off track again. But yeah, it's basically something like this, and then you have to do stuff with it or something that it makes it. We're already drawing a graph. I'm sorry, man. I have this weird habit of drawing literally what I'm thinking to be perfect. In my particular case, I have a tendency to just redraw the same line over and over again until it's like perfect. And if it isn't perfect, then yeah, then I ain't happy. Alright, it's time to flip that canvas. It doesn't look offensive. Alright, I should stop goofing around. Please envision me in my underwear and fall in love. No, I won't. I refuse. I won't let that happen to me. Alright, calm down, Genome. Calm down. Okay, I'm calm. Back to the drawing. Let me tell you guys something. My mind is like a blank canvas. It's like the construct in Matrix. You have like this television in the middle of it. Oh, the backside of a television. And then you have these two sofas on the side. And my sofas suck. No. And then on the other side is another sofa. This is basically what's in my mind right now. And you can load up everything into my mind. If someone says pink elephants, my mind immediately pictures pink elephants in my mind. Or if someone says something really nasty, then that really nasty thing will pop up in my mind as well. So don't say picture me in my underwear. So I will picture you in your underwear, but that's not my fault. That's the way how my mind works. My mind is literally like the construct from the Matrix movie. I'm still not over your little avatar thing. It's so cool. The pixel art and style of it's super duper cool. Oh, thank you. You flatter me. You know what to say with words. But I can also break it. But I can also fix it. I wish I could actually see pictures in my mind. My mind is literally black void and I have to draw out what I think I want. If your mind is like a black void, then you have to imagine things in white void. Like you have the television, or at least the backside of it, and then you have the little pocket. No sofas, just like a normal folding chair, and then you just copy paste that this thing. Wait, hang on. There we go. There's something missing in here at her sides. I think I need to look up at more reference pictures. Huge boob art. That's not fair. I can't compete with that. Unless... Yeah! No, that's cheating. I shouldn't be doing that. Enhance. No, sensei. No, I can't just enhance booba like that. You have to keep in mind the anatomy and structure and everything else that an artist has to keep in mind. I mean, I could just enhance it willy-nilly, but then it'll look weird. Enlarge the boob. Hold on your horses. I'll get to that. God damn, I even considered doing that as well. Okay, calm down. I have to calm myself down. Butitsuke, Butitsuke. Door. You know what? Let's go off on a tangent once more. Just open that. Let's say you have your room, and then you have. Let's say your door is over here, and it opens this way. So you don't want your desk to be here, where you're viewing this loot stuff or whatever. You want it to be positioned something like this, for example, where you sit here and look at your screen. So when someone walks in, they can't see what you're looking at. Drawing ever since childhood. Oh, nice. So you have like years and years of experience with the pen. But I feel like every time I get asked that, I have to give a lengthy explanation about guided academic training versus doing it for years. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you just can't be doing art raps. That's all when it comes down to it. I think in my case, I've been drawing also since childhood, a little bit later than that. But I've been doing it a bit more serious ever since I met the classmate that was doing Sonic OCs. And I'm thinking, if that person that is my age can do stuff like that, why can't I do it as well? So I started being curious about how they do it. So yeah, we became friends. And I think that's my art rap. Just keep doing the fun art things. Why am I rendering this? I have to. But I'm in the living room and the hallway. Why are you viewing this in the living room? But we're not drawing dummies. We're drawing. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, it's Lorem Ipsum. That. We're drawing spaceships. That looks like. I can't do that. Modern approaches. We're drawing funny little houses. Yeah, that's right. We're drawing funny little houses. Very simple. Look, funny little houses with funny little puffs of smoke coming out of the chimney. Oh, but it doesn't have a window, so we'll. I'm just covering for someone who's just watching this in the living room. I mean, you could argue, yeah, Mom, I'm just watching educational stuff about how to draw anatomy. Okay, we draw a happy little tree. Oh man, the tree's fucked up. Alright, is Butter gone? Because I'm gonna slowly ease into the dummy. Only also found content is happening in this Christian household. I think there's also naked stuff in the Bible as well, but we won't go into that. This leg is fatter than this one. You control A to select everything. You hold control and you move left and right. What it does, it selects only this part of the thing, so you can just fill it with whatever color you want, and it'll just do that. Show your art if it's 80% finished, because I have a tendency to show it too early. For example, if I make a very rough sketch of something, then they can't see what I'm trying to communicate. So if it's like 80% done, then they have a better image to what I'm trying to make. And I'm kind of glad at how this turned out, except for this weird swirly part that got going on in here. I remember seeing a picture of a belly button of a dog where the hairs are kind of spiraling into the belly button, because I think remove this. Oh, that is bad. Remove this. Oh, okay. That's all I need to do. Alright, let's kind of lewd. No, this is not lewd. This is educational. Remember that, Gino.